right, boys and girls, Raccoon wanted to show us something really, really special. I didn't know that raccoons live in trees. So Raccoon brought us over to his house, and he lives in this hollow part of the tree here, and that's where he sleeps, and that keeps him out of the rain and out of the wind. And so that's his home, just like you have a home. Raccoons have homes, and our raccoon lives in this little tree. That is so awesome. Thank you for sharing with us, Raccoon. All right, we are back for another circle time. We are still in the park this week. I'd like to thank Raccoon for showing us his home. He lives in a tree right over here, so that was really nice of him to show us where he lives. Now, my little girl Ella, no, I say little girl, but she's 17, showed me this trick, so I want to show you. This is one of my bow ties. So she showed me if I take a short end and a long end, okay, a short end and a long end, and if I drop them, which one will get to the bottom first? So we'll try this. Let's count to 3, then we'll drop it and we'll see which one gets to the bottom first. Hopefully I can do this right. All right, 1, 2, 3. It's a tie. No? All right, I'll give you all a minute to stop laughing from the hilarity of the previous segment there. But our mighty minute today is called Let's Pretend. And since I'm outside, I want to pretend that I am a balloon. So we're gonna start out like a little flat balloon. No air in us, we're just gonna be, you know what? Let's just be super flat and just be all on the ground. All right, we're a flat balloon here, and now we're really gonna start blowing hard and blow ourselves up. So here we go. And every time you blow, you make yourself a little bit bigger. Oh, now I'm a giant balloon and I'm floating here. Uh-oh. Now be careful if you're doing this in your house. I don't want you to run into any furniture or family members or anything, but the wind's gonna get me a little bit. Oh, the wind is blowing me around. It's blowing me around. I'm zooming. Oh, it's carrying me this way. Oh, the wind switched, it's carrying me this way. All right, we're gonna blow back to our spot. Gonna blow back to our spot and pop. Oh, go all the way down to the ground. All right, that was fantastic. And now we're gonna get ready for our purple binder. All right, it is time for our purple binder. I wish we had special effects. We could do purple binder, but we do our purple binder every day so that we can learn how to read. But before we do a purple binder, I want to thank Amari and Emerson and Aaliyah, Jabriel and Navier for posting great thoughts to our question of the day about trees. They saw leaves on trees and flowers and branches. So thank you so much for participating on that on our class dojo. So we're going to start out with a couple different letters, and I'm going to say the letter is and the sound is. And pay close attention to the sound I make, because all the letters make a very specific sound and we want to make sure we're doing it right. The letter is C. The sound is K. The letter is E. The sound is E. The letter is F. The sound is F. The letter is H. The sound is H. And the letter is J. The sound is J. Nice work on our letters and sounds today. We'll have some more letters and sounds tomorrow. You know what we do next. We always come back with our rhyming words. So I'm gonna say 2 words. You're gonna say the same 2 words. If they rhyme, you're gonna give me a thumbs up. If they don't rhyme, you're gonna give me a thumbs down. All right. Gas, car. Thumbs down. You see, they tried to trick us because you put gas in a car, but they don't rhyme. Went, sent. Those rhyme. Up, cup. Right, those rhyme. Let me get a little bit warm. Button this here. More buttons than I thought. Goodness, all right. Thank you. Here we go. Up, cup. Thumbs up. Those rhyme. Draw, tree. Those do not rhyme. Bed, head. Yep, those words rhyme. Good job. Now we're going to do our beginning sound. We're going to punch it out, and you're going to repeat after me. So here we go. My turn first. T, t, tumble. G, g, got. S, s, save. D, d, did. Z, z, zoo. Nice job with those beginning sounds, especially that Z sound. We want to make sure that's just feel our voice vibrate. We go Z. All right, now we're going to blend a word together. We're going to say it slow, then say it fast. I'll go first, then it's your turn. B, E, B. L, A, lay. S, aw, saw. T, o, toe. Sh, I, shy. Nice job blending those sounds together to make words. Now we're going to do our final sound, so we're going to reach across and then punch that sound up. My turn first, then your turn. Fell, ugh. Down, Broke, k. His, z. Nap, p. Nice job on those sounds. All right, now we are going to say a word fast and then break it into parts. My turn first, then your turn. Here we go. Me, e. Go, g, o. Pay, p, a. He, e. Though, o. Nice work segmenting those phonemes. Very nice. Now we're going to add a sound to the beginning of the word. And we're going to start with one of my favorite sounds. Everybody say ooh. If we add z to the beginning, we have zoo. Everybody say a. If we add w to the beginning, we have way. Everybody say e. If we add f to the beginning, we have fee. Everybody say a. If we add d to the beginning, we have day. And everybody say I. If we add b to the beginning, we have buy. Nice work. We're on to our last page. Now we're going to take away that first sound. So everybody say may. If we take away the we're left with a. Everybody say t. If we take away the t, we're left with e. Everybody say raw. If we take away the we're left with aw. Everybody say bow. If we take away the b, we're left with o. And everybody say my. If we take away the we're left with I. Nice job. Our two little puppies here did a really good job. Nice work on that section. Now, we are going to substitute or change our beginning sounds. So, everybody say Jill. If we change the j to a b, we have Bill. Everybody say Bill. If we change the b to a w, we have will. Everybody say will. If we change the w to a p, we have pill. Everybody say pill. If we change the p to a f, we have fill. And everybody say fill. If we change the f to a j, we have Jill. Oh, and speaking of Jill, that reminds me of our nursery rhyme this week. Does anybody remember what our nursery rhyme is? That's right, Jack and Jill. And here we go. We're going to do this all together twice because I think you all know it so well by now. So let's try it like this. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Nice job. Juno, I'm going to start. I wonder if you can do it all by yourselves. I'm going to start it off, and then I'm going to see if you can do it, and you can follow along. So I'm going to start, and then you keep going. Jack and Jill, water. Ooh, that sounded pretty good. A lot of you got that. We'll do it one more time all together. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Nice work on that. And now, remember yesterday, Mrs. White gave us our lesson on evergreen trees, and she's got another lesson for us today on a different type of tree. So we're gonna get up and she's gonna show us a different type of tree today.
Hey everyone, I'm back today with our question of the day, and our question is, have you seen a tree like this? Yesterday we talked about evergreen trees, and evergreen means always green. This is a different kind of tree. It is not always green. Sometimes in the fall it changes colors. The leaves change colors and fall off the tree. Does anybody remember what kind of tree that is? That's right, it's called a deciduous tree. That's a really hard word. Let's say it again. Deciduous. A deciduous tree is a tree that has leaves that change colors and fall off. And I actually have two different leaves from this tree. So this is what they normally look like on the tree, but sometimes they change colors and fall off. And I found this one on the ground. So this tree is a deciduous tree. Let's go back to the rug and take a look at the difference between the deciduous leaves and the evergreen needles. Okay, so I'm back and I have an evergreen branch and I have a couple leaves from the deciduous tree. Let's take a look at the difference. The evergreen branch has these little tiny needles on it for their leaves. They're so small, I had to have a whole branch because I can't just hold one of these tiny little needles. And the deciduous tree has these bigger leaves. And remember, the deciduous tree, the leaves change colors and fall off in the fall. So evergreen has needles and stays always green, and the deciduous changes colors and has the big leaves. I'm gonna turn it back over to Mr. Calhoun for our song. Bye.
All right, thank you, Mrs. White, for that great lesson on trees and that big word, deciduous, the trees that lose their leaves in the fall. So thank you so much. Our story today, our song today, oh my goodness, is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And a lot of you probably know it, so we'll do it a little bit slow the first time, and then we'll speed it up just a little bit the second time. All right, here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, bit faster now. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Oh, I heard some really nice singing. Really nice singing. That's such a great song. All right. Our story today, oh, it's a new one for us. Our story today is called A Grand Old Tree. A Grand Old Tree. Written and illustrated by Mary Newell De Palma. Once, there was a grand old tree. Oh, look at that. I see squirrels and an owl and a bird. Her roots sank deep into the earth. Her arms reached high into the sky. Now, does she really have arms? No, I think that's probably just they're talking about her branches, don't you think? She was home to many creatures. Birds nested among her branches. Squirrels scurried through her leaves. Caterpillars and ladybugs crawled about. The grand old tree flowered. Bore fruit and sowed seeds. She had many children. They changed the landscape for miles around, perhaps even further than the old tree knew. Oh, because like a bird, it might be carrying up one of the seeds far, far away. The grand old tree lived a long, long time. She basked in the sun, bathed in the rain, swayed in the breeze, and danced in the wind. She grew and shed. Oh, there's a picture like Mrs. White was talking about of a deciduous tree in the winter without any leaves on it. Many millions of leaves as at last the grand old tree was very, very old. Her branches no longer swayed and danced, but cracked and snapped in the wind. Finally she fell, and snow gently covered her. The old tree died. She no longer flowered, bore fruit, or sowed seeds. But she was still the home to many creatures. Remember, we talked about our raccoon lived in the hollow part of a tree. And look in our story, we've got a raccoon living in a hollowed out part of the dead tree. Raccoons nestled in her trunk, centipedes crawled along her branches, and lichen grew on her bark. The grand old tree slowly crumbled. She became part of the earth. Today, the roots of her grandchildren sink deep into this earth, their arms reaching high into the sky. They are home to many creatures, just like the grand old tree. What a nice story. Well, I've got one more thing. I brought my box. Remember yesterday we talked about boots. Today we're going to look at different types of shoes. Well, that's just interesting. Okay. Got one of those. Got one of those. Got one of those. Got one of these. It's got like a cat paw on it. We got one of those. One of these. Another fuzzy. One of these. So let's look at all these different shoes. What do you think this shoe might be for? Yep, you could certainly do that. Yep, I use these for exercising and running. So they're really light and I can run super fast, lickety split. Really, I don't, but I pretend I can. Let's see here. We've already talked about this. Remember, this is our hiking boot. Ooh. This shoe has lots of holes in it. What would you do with this shoe? Probably not my church-going shoes. Yeah, maybe I could wear this on the beach. Yeah, you could wear these on the beach where you could, it's okay if you get sand in them because you could rinse them right out. It's a good idea. And these are my orange tennis shoes that I like wearing with jeans and a t-shirt, just lounging around. See here, we've got a thick sock with a, looks like a cat's paw on it. Maybe you'd wear this in the winter when it's kind of chilly. This would probably, it's pretty thick. This would probably keep you warm. Here's another, looks like a unicorn slipper perhaps with shiny things all over it, and I'm sure this would keep somebody warm. And this, I wouldn't probably wear one of these, but some people might, and they might keep you warm in the winter. Oh, these are my fancy shoes. Got the leather on the sole. These are called monk straps. Got a strap that comes across. These are my, I want to look good at work, or I want to impress somebody's shoes. I would wear these. And here's another of the fuzzy type pink slippers thing, but at least this one doesn't have a unicorn horn coming out of it. So we have lots of different types of shoes that we wear for different reasons. Right now, but I prefer just to wear socks when I can. I like wearing socks. I don't know. Not a big fan of shoes unless I have to. But anyway, thank you all for joining us today. We've had a great day. I'm enjoying this week we have out in the park. Thanks for joining our circle time, our animal friends, and log and bowling ball. Had a great time. We will see you all really soon. Make sure you take care of each other, and just when you go outside, look around. Just right where I'm sitting, I see a tree branch and a leaf and some bark. Not like a dog says bark, the bark of a tree. So yeah, just look around when you're outside. There's so many cool things to see. All right, Mrs. White and I will see you all real soon. Take care of each other, and give your moms and dads and grandmas and everybody a hug, and be nice, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.